Hi, third graders. You asked some and thought about some good questions this week. What happens when Jews make mistakes? Well, we have a process called tshuva, right? You say you're sorry, you say you're sorry to the person, you say you're sorry to God, and you say, next time this happens, I'm going to make it better. What happens when Jewish people make a holy eating type of mistake? Well, there are actually two kinds of holy eating mistakes that we can make. Mistake number one is when we look in the Torah and it tells us what kind of meat can we eat and what kind of meat can we not eat. And we can make a holy eating mistake when we eat the kind of meat that the Torah tells us not to eat. We're going to discuss that a little bit later. The other kind of holy eating mistake, when we have the kind of meat we're supposed to eat and we have the kind of milk stuff we're supposed to eat, if we mix them together in some way. And so if they're mixed together, we're not allowed to eat it. We're not allowed to have that stuff on our plates. We're not allowed to get that stuff hot and have it on a utensil. So what happens when we make mistakes like that? Well, that's a difficult thing, right? Can we make it better? Well, just like we can do tshuva if we make mistakes, we can also make it better if we make a milk and meat mixing mistake. Now, it's a little bit harder to do than just saying I'm sorry, because a plate doesn't have a mouth. A plate can't say, "Oh, hello," like here's a cup. The cup can't say, "Oh, I'm sorry." So what do we need to do? We need to actually almost remove the mistake from the cup itself. And we do that either by sometimes by pouring hot water over things and that hotness removes it, or by heating up something so much that it removes it. But normally we make mistakes because of hotness of that object, right? We talked about that before. And the way we get rid of that mistake is the exact same way, right? So if it made us mistake because of hot, we get rid of that mistake also because we using hot, and that makes it kosher once again. How lucky we are that just like we people have tshuva, have a way of making things better when we make mistakes, so too do our utensils and our plates and stuff like that have a way of also becoming kosher again.